moved 10 times in the last 10 years, and I wanted to give you my honest rating on each of those places. From the moment I was born until I was 20, I lived in the same exact apartment in Poland. Because I'm of course sentimental and my whole family and friends are there, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. And when I was 20, I came to United States as an au pair, and I moved to a city called Oceanside in Southern California. And because it was my first time in the United States, of course everything had a wow effect. So at the time it was also a 10 out of 10, but right now I would rate it probably as a 4. However, during that time I met Randy and we moved into our first apartment, which of course is really sentimental, but we also didn't have any money. So the apartment was also in a pretty sketchy area of Oceanside, and I rated probably a 3 out of 10. Randy was a Marine at the time, so we decided to upgrade and move on base. Living on base definitely has its perks like cheap grocery store and gas, but being surrounded by Randy's work 24/7 definitely wasn't ideal. You kind of feel like you live in this fake setting in a Truman Show, where everybody wears the uniforms and kind of looks the same, but I still give it a 7 out of 10 because we're really close to the beach, which I actually really enjoyed. During that time, I started doing social media. Randy got out of the Marines, so we decided to move to LA for more business opportunities. We did not know a single thing about living in LA, so we decided on Koreatown. The apartment building was extremely nice and brand new, but the area around it, not so much. It was right on the main street and it didn't feel safe or walkable at all, so I have to give it a 4 out of 10. After living dead in a city center, we decided that we wanted something more quiet, so we moved to the valley. We chose Woodland Hills, which is right next to Calabasas, and I think it was a great place, just not the right time. As soon as we moved there, the quarantine hit, so we felt like we're in the middle of nowhere, isolated with absolutely nothing to do. Also think that it's more of a family-oriented area. After living in seclusion, we decided we want to move back to the city again. This time we moved to Beverly Hills. You can imagine, coming from Poland, I would have never ever imagined that I'm going to live in Beverly Hills. I absolutely loved everything about it except the people. Beverly Hills is extremely walkable, super safe and clean, but the people can be very snobby and superficial. I still loved almost everything else about living there, so I have to give it a 9.9 out of 10. From there, I moved to Orange County, and I'm convinced it's one of the best places to live in United States. It's very safe, very clean. The cities are so close to the most beautiful beaches. Everything is short distance drive to you, but it is not really walkable. So I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. From there, I briefly moved to Texas, and you guys probably already know my rating. I just think that the place we chose is definitely not for everyone. Very far away from the city, very far away from anything that we enjoy, not walkable, and way too quiet for me. Unfortunately, I have to give it a 2 out of 10. I really loved the house. Right now, we're here in Miami Beach, and this place scores extremely high on my list. It's extremely walkable. It has some of the most beautiful beaches I've seen in United States. People are very international and extremely friendly. After being here for 1 week, I have to give it a 9.9 out of 10.